Greetings to Puan Nurhatini binti Harun. Today, my team members and I would like to present our data and charts regarding the topics about unemployment. Before we start our presentation, we should have a better understanding the meaning of unemployment. What is unemployment? Unemployment refers to the situation where a person actively searches for unemployment but is unable to find job. Unemployment is considered to be a key measure of health of the community. The most frequently used measure of unemployment is unemployment rate. It's calculated by dividing the number of unemployed people by the number of people in the labor force. Based on our finding, high rates of unemployment signal economic distress, while extremely low rates of unemployment may signal an overheat economy. Unemployment can be classified as frictional, cynical, structural, or institutional. Unemployment data are collected and published by government agencies in variety ways. Next, I would like to present the unemployment rate in Malaysia from 2011 to 2020. This is the table of the data that we obtained from International Labour Organization database that recorded in June 2022. Next is the presentations of the data. First, the title of the graph is Unemployment Rate in Malaysia from 2011 to 2020 by gender. Next, the level of y-axis refers to the percentage of total labor force in percent. Next is the level of y-axis refers to the years from 2011 to 2020. Next is legend of the data that is divided into two groups, which is male and female. Next is data presented for unemployment rate in Malaysia according to the gender, which is male and female. Next is the analysis of unemployment rate in Malaysia from 2011 to 2020 by gender. As you can see, in year 2011, the unemployment rate in Malaysia for male stood on 3.0%, while for female is slightly higher than male with the value of 3.3%. Following the next year, the unemployment rate among males increased slightly to 3.1%, but it was different case for females as it deficit to 3.2% with a difference of 0.1% from year 2011. In 2013, the line chart shows a steady increase of unemployment rate among males in Malaysia as it rises to 3.3%. The unemployment rate for females shows an upward from 3.2% in year 2012 to 3.5% in year 2013. This gives us an indicator that there is an economic distress in Malaysia during the year of 2013. However, the unemployment rate for both genders have a decline in year 2014, with the unemployment rate for males dropped to 2.9%, while for females it fell slightly to 3.2%. In 2015, the unemployment rate for both genders fluctuated, with male shoot up to 3.1%, while female rise up to 3.4%. A year later, we will notice that the unemployment rate for male grew moderately from 3.1% in year 2015 to 3.4% in year 2016. As for the females, the unemployment rate extended from 3.4% in year 2015 to 3.9% in year 2016. In 2017, the unemployment rate of male remained constant on 3.4%, but slightly decreased to 3.3% for the next year. The unemployment rate for female go down a little to 3.8%. During year 2018, the unemployment rate for both genders deteriorated negatively, as is for male, it decreased to 3.3%, while for female, it slipped down to 3.6%. Even so, the unemployment rate for male remained constant on 3.3% in 2019. In the same year, the unemployment rate for female were decreasing significantly to 3.4%. Still, in 2020, the unemployment rate for both genders rocketed suddenly as the male rise up to 4.5%, while for female, it decreased to 4.7%. This shows that our economy might be unstable on these years, as most of the people are unable to get a job offer from the industry. That's all from me. I would like to give this opportunity for the next presentation to next presenter. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all my friends and my lecturer, Madam Nurhaitini Harun. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Nurjanah Najah binti Muhammad Khairi from DPW5A with registration number 03DPW20F1017. Before I continue with further details, I would like to thank Madam Nurhaitini for giving me the opportunities to discuss about the chosen topic. Unemployment is a very serious issue not only in India but in the whole world. There are hundreds and thousands of people out there who do not have employment. Besides, the problems of unemployment are very severe in India because of the growing populations and demand for jobs. I will continue my presentation with the data that I personally found online through Google platform. Next, I would like to show you the bar graph that I already prepared. This is the illustration of a bar graph that shows the total percentage of unemployment in Canada by age. Here we can see the comparison between the year of 2000 and 2011 and more details. As you can see there are title, label for axis, legend, and data. The title of this bar graph is Unemployment Rate in Canada by Age Group 2000 and 2011. Y-axis or vertical axis represents the percentage of unemployment, while the x-axis or horizontal axis represents age. There are two different years in the bar graph, which 2000 and 2011. The blue color of legend represents the year of 2000 and the orange color represents 2011. Now, let us move on to analysis. The graph shows the unemployment rate for three groups by age, which is 15 to 24, 25 to 44, and lastly 45 to 64. Youth unemployment is the number of unemployed persons aged 15 to 24, expressed as a percentage of the number in the labor force. That means those who working or seeking employment. As shown in 2000, the youth unemployment rate in Canada was 12.7%. In 2011, the youth unemployment rate was up to 14.2%. Almost 1 in 5, which is 19.5%, 15 to 19 years old were unemployed, while 10.9% of 20 to 24 years old were unemployed. For adults aged 25 to 64 years, the unemployment rate was 6.2%. In a nutshell, the greatest rise in unemployment is among workers under age 25. This is likely due to three factors. Young workers typically have fewer marketable skills, less work experience, and less seniority. Many of these workers are in industries that have felt the greatest pain. Well, I've reached the finish line. That's all from me. Once again, thank you for your attention. Appreciate it.
My name is Nurul Sakina binti Muhammad Zulkifli Amin. My metric number is 03DPW20F1003. Today I will tell the statistic of unemployment among graduates. What is graduates? Graduates are students who have graduates regardless of diploma or degree, and also we call as a fresh graduates among the community. From the principal statistic of graduates by certificates of Malaysians from 2020 to 2021. In the years of 2020, we found that a total of 98.5 thousand diploma graduates were unemployed, and degrees in 2021. Only 89.7 thousand students were unemployed, while for the degree certificate for the years 2020, there are 103.9 thousand students, an increase to 107.7 students who are employed in 2021. The title of the graph is Employment of Graduates, Malaysian from 2017 to 2021. This graph is a horizontal graph, where the second one has the y-axis, which represents the years, and the x-axis has been represented by the percent of employment among the graduates. The last is the data. Now we'll move on to the analysis of data. Analysis of data for employment among graduates in 2017 was only 4% in decrease in 2018, which was 3.9%, and only left off in 2019, but in 2020, the unemployment rate increased again, which has 4.4% due to the global issue of the COVID-19. Employment decreased in 2021 and only 4.1% unemployment rate.
Okay, thank you. This is my part. Firstly, my name is Wan Amhai Kawim Hussein, and I will to present about unemployed by age group Malaysian 2020. Okay, for this bar analysis, bar graph showing unemployment by age group Malaysian 2020. The y-axis represent the number of people in percentage, while the x-axis represent the age level. There are 10 bar represent on the x-axis is representing age from 15 to 64 years old. As we can see from this graph, there is a dramatic decrease from age group 15 to 19 to age group 14 to 14.4, as the decline from 15.2% to 1.4%. It is because the younger have difficulty to get a job without having a sustainable qualification for certain job. Then it gradually increased from 1.7% to 2% at the age bar of 55 to 59 and 15 to 54. Last but not least, in the age range of 15 to 54 to 55 to 59, they will expect from 2.4% to 3.5% in the age range of 16 to 64. Okay, thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Muhammad Kahar. My number metric card is 03DPW20F1022. So, I will discuss about the unemployment issue in Malaysia. So, from the reference that I have taken is from the thesis that have wrote by the professional from the university in Malaysia like UKM, and so on. So, from the thesis, I have summarized it and I will showing one by one what is the reason unemployment issue in Malaysia getting biggest. And for the last, I will showing the chart that showing going down about the unemployment issue in Malaysia. So for the first one, this is from the Rahmah that I have summarized it is Rahmah 2011. She mentioned that one of the factors that contribute to the unemployment problem among the Malaysian graduate is the quality of graduates. There are employers in the industry who give the negative comment on the graduate that mention that the graduate do not have a suitable skill and qualification, which meet the need of the industry. Besides, the graduate are weak in the aspect of employability, skill, and do not show a good working performance. A study case have been conducted by Central Bank of Malaysia 2002 also found the same thing. The Malaysian graduate are less skilled as compared to the international graduate. The skill include the technical skill, problem solving, communication skill, especially in English language. Alright, for the thesis number 2 that I have summarized it from the Ranjit University Malaya 2009 mentioned that the primary weakness of Malaysian graduate are the aspect of management, problem solving, communication, leadership, creativity, critical thinking, proactive, self-confidence, and interaction skill. This is not a good thing because that aspect will lead to the difficulties for the graduate in obtaining the job which meet their qualification. While another thesis from the Nasaruddin 2004 state the 11 factor that lead to the unemployment problem among the graduate a relation between capital and intensive economy. A rapid increase of graduate workforce, lack of the relation between the educational institution and the industry, lack of training, work for preparation, rapid increase of the population rate and rapid decrease from the mortality rate, educational development, economic recession, quality of education, capability of graduate, and the graduate's skill and personalities. So this is the reason why unemployment issue become biggest in Malaysia. So I will showing the chart for prove it that unemployment issue is getting biggest. So let's moving to the chart. Alright, the chart I have taken from the Trading Economic Malaysia unemployment rate. The unemployment rate, as we can see, the Malaysia declined to 3.6% in the September 2002 from the 4.5% in the same month a year earlier. So, as we can see, starting from the October 2021, January 2022, it's going down until the October 2022. Another reason because of why the unemployment rate is going down is because the first that I have said from the thesis that I have wrote and summarized it, and another reason is because the hit from the coronavirus Malaysia. So, however, this is the proving that I have shown why the Malaysia is going down, especially in unemployment rates. So, thank you.